Hi people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm just a jealous guy. Today I'm going to be reading from a transcript from one of Brian Smith's videos. He uploaded on the 10th of the 7th 21. This is what hate does to you. Now, in general this was just it's a video about GD Mead. I'm going to start from 1 minute 16 into the video. It says, I am a vlogger detailing my life here in the Philippines and have been doing so for some 3 years. As can happen to even marginally successful YouTube channels such as mine, the trolls and those jealous of my success or wishing to grow their smaller channels have appeared. And this video is about one of them. Perhaps because I'm a Christian, both in practice and in spirit, it has taken me this long to be provoked enough to respond and pursue the course of action I will outlay later in the video. As the head of a Christian household, it is my job, as outlined by the tenets of my faith, that I defend all who dwell in it from evil. I have no more prayers for the atheist, who is the subject of this video. The reasons for making this video will be made clear at the end. I do not judge this man, only God may do so. But even as a Christian, I am entitled to my opinion and to defend myself and my family. The man in the photo is GD Mead. He has proven himself to be an evil person consumed by hate. So Brian Smith's a self-confessed, spiritually practicing Christian. I'm not sure when I've seen him go to church myself. He seems to tend to rather do 3-hour live streams on a Sunday morning rather than going to church. I do remember in COVID someone mentioned something about it, and he said they couldn't go to church because they weren't allowed to because of COVID, but COVID's been over for some time, but I haven't seen him go to church. And in fact, the only time I have seen him go to church is when he was doing the chuck wagon. The only reason he was doing the chuck wagon because people were donating money for him to do the chuck wagon, and I'm sure that probably the only time he was probably making a profit, if you know what I mean. So if you believe that he is a spiritually practicing Christian, good for you. At 3:43 in this video, he's talking about GD Mead. He says, in my opinion, he is a liar, an alcoholic, and suffers from more than one mental disorder, including but not limited to narcissism. Well, I'll cover narcissism another time, but he says GD Mead's a liar. Well, I've done some videos about Brian Smith and the lies he told about Mitch. Not one lie, but two specific lies that he repeated several times. So is this the same sort of lies he's talking about? The same sort of liar that he's calling GD Mead out as? And those lies were to discredit Mitch. And is that something that a practicing, spiritually devoted Christian would do? So at 4:17, he's back on this again. I do not use nor allow profanity on my channel out of respect for women. I am not familiar with the young children with the watch my channel. It is the way I was brought up. So out of respect for women, I'm not familiar with, and the young children that watch my channel, it's the way I was brought up. So again, he's saying he doesn't use profanity because his respect for women and the children that watch the channel. So a spiritually practicing Christian that has respect for women, is that the same respect that he's shown the lady at the hardware store that asked him not to film her, and he continued to do so even though she was hiding her face and kept following her with the camera, and she walked away and refused to drop the camera and stop filming? Is that the same respect as he gave Linda, the way he treated her and accused her of stealing? And Elnora and Consing, when Consing went to work for Elnora, he bagged her out. I've mentioned in my other videos. So is that the same respect for women that he's talking about? Now, the only other thing I'll mention here, Brian Smith at 8:45 says, in respect to GD Mead, he hopes that somehow he will return to the Philippines, and because I would be alerted to the purchase of his ticket and his itinerary, he would upon arrival be served for the civil and criminal complaint I have set in motion against him under the cyber libel laws of the Philippines. Now, Brian Smith's going to be alerted to the purchase of his ticket and itinerary. So how's he going to do that? There's only one way he could do that, and that's if he's got a mole in the immigration department, customs, foreign affairs, in the so someone's going to leak the information to him. Wouldn't that be against the Data Privacy Act of the Philippines? If so, he'd be conspiring to commit an offence. So is he going to be alerted to Jeff Mead buying a ticket? I don't think so. I think he's just talking bullshit. So 8:45, exactly 5 minutes after he, in his opinion, says Jeff Mead is a liar, I think he's told a big fat lie himself. And also the civil and criminal complaint I've set in motion against him. Well, he set a motion against Jeff Mead, but I remember him saying that because Jeff's in Australia, hasn't been able to follow up on any complaints. So is that another bullshit? Is that another lie? So is this the same type of lies that he says Jeff Mead's telling? Same sort of lies that he does about Mitch, does about Linda? And 5 minutes after he calls GD Mead a liar, he tells a big fat lie in his own video? Well, you can make the judgment of that yourself. So make comments about the spiritually practicing Christian, the person that would make up a brain cancer scan. Is that something a practicing Christian would do? Spiritually practicing Christian. So there's the brain cancer scam, the baby faith scam, the pig meat scam, pig meat charity thing that was a business deal that he claimed was a charity thing. Is that the sort of things that a spiritually practicing Christian would do? Okay, thanks for watching to this till the end of the video. If you've got that far, remember, make comments, subscribe, hit the notification button, share it if you wish. So thank you, and see you on the next one.